Hey friends, welcome back to MTG. My name is Kent and we're back with another new commander. Today we're checking out Shilgengar, Sire of Famine. And this isn't the first angel deck I have done in the last 7 days. See my previous video where I checked out Kali of the Vast. But we're back with more angels. This time it's being helmed by an Elder Demon, but it's still an angel deck because it cares about angels, but it also cares about vampires. It's a lot. It is a lore hole of a commander, which I am excited to talk about. And I'll talk about like in the end card, so I don't bore you right now. But before we jump into the video, I just want to remind you that deck list for all the decks I make videos on is in the description. I have a Mox field. It's updated constantly. I put my personal decks, I put my paper decks, I put my arena decks, all on there. So if you enjoy any of the decks or you want to try them out yourselves, go check me out over there. But without further ado, let's jump into the gameplay. All right. Oh, mono green Bristly Bill. This deck slaps hard. Like, this deck is super fast. Yeah, we'll keep this. Those counters get like carried away before you even know it. Fast party. So removal actually would have been nice in the opening hand, but maybe we can out creature them because we do got a lot of creatures. Go for the heart. Choosing, ooh, that's a good question. Let's choose white. Yeah. 2, 3, 5 mana. Tribute to the World Tree. That is a good card. I wish we could do something about it, but we can't. So let's go for the Youthful Valkyrie and pass turn. So now everything's getting counters. Llanowar Elves, the other mana dorks, Bristly Bill gets counters. Very good. Good synergy. This costs 5 mana to double. Okay. Mana Tithe. That's a fun card. Let's go for the swamp into. Let's go the Splendid Marshal. Triggers. So look at us. We're getting counters. Hold up the Mana Tithe. Hidden for 2. Please play. Ah, that's a perfect Mana Tithe target. Champion Lambholt will just end us. Alright, land comes, counter gets put. Bristly Bill is a 5/5. We will take 5 down to 20. Oh boy. Alright. We'll go this land. Do we just go straight for the Angel of Suffering? Let's go. Let's go for the commander. We have the Surge to protect. We'll hit you back for 5. Down to 18. I'm feeling alright. I think the Surge should save us if they do try and remove our commander. Angel Suffering will be also very good to oh god, Scoot Swarm. Will be very good to fill our graveyard. So let's see. Scoot Swarm, we need an answer to that. Like very fast. We might already be dead. Oh, great. Do we sack angels now? No, we don't. Okay. Land. Not what we need. But hey, we got an Angel Suffering, so we're gonna mill it then. Okay. Air superiority. Down to 6. Can we do this? There's a possibility that we could do something cool, but we might just be dead. We can kind of look at it that our life is now like 40 life with the, you know, the milling and all that. Okay, there are gonna be so many creatures on board. How do we... God, this is crazy. Okay. Swing in. Hit us. Hit us. I mean, they have to. They're dead on the clapback. Okay. Pass. No blocks. Mill those cards. Nice. Okay. My turn? I don't... See, we don't have to do this. But it'll be kind of funny. But we should attack first. But like... Let's see. If we go like this... We go... Submit one here. And then we take out this one. Okay. And then we do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many creatures do we get? Okay. All right, target for, oh God, for counters. Well, we'll go here. And then we'll go here. And then we'll go here. Oh God, this is a mistake. That's right. They got a bunch of triggers. And then there. And then there. And then here. And then here. Oh God, it won't stop. I'm going as fast as I can, opponent. I'm so sorry. There we go. Next. Swing in. Take action. You're an angel. Thank you, opponent, for being patient. I didn't need to do that, but we did. So good game. Okay, we are facing a Ratadrabik. We're going Orzhov v Orzhov. Both kind of graveyardy, recursion-y stuff. So let's see who comes out on top. Not us with this hand. We need a little bit better man. This, see, this is a good hand. Ocelot Pride. That's like the new Esper Sentinel. As far as like best one drops you want to see in your opening hand go. Go for the Mox Amber. Okay. So let's go Ganjo into the Pride. Pass turn. Play their Mox Amber a little early. I've learned through other players and personal experiences that you never want to play the Amber until you have a legend out, because it's just sitting there ready to be removed and it's a 0 cost, so like you can play it whenever. So little tidbit in case you didn't know, hang on to your Mox Amber, and when you're facing me, just don't play it at all. Just keep it in your... Sorry, that's stupid. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. Cavernous Souls is great, not super necessary in this deck, or against that deck I should say. This is for white, right? Yep. Okay, let's go for the Angel of Vitality and we'll hold up that Mana Tide. Get in there. We gain 2 life now. Do they try and remove our Pride? And does it cost 3 mana? Oh, we can't Mana Tide that. Well, that's sad. That's okay. We still have the Mana Tide. We will exact our revenge. So, Ratadrabik, maybe? Maybe? The One Ring. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that felt good. Oh boy. Yeah, let's go Let's go, Angel. Let's go for the commander. Wow, what a mana tithe. Down to 15. Pass the turn. Did they exile her? Okay, they did just destroy it, so we can get it back. Okay. Ratadrabik. Nothing else. They do have 1 mana now. Go for the tap land. Create. Let's go for the Boonbringer Valkyrie. I'll give you all the keywords. Hit you for 11. We're at 33. Pass the turn. The ring is fully on board. I wonder if this is like a Lord of the Rings flavored deck. We'll know if the Nazguls start coming out. So we could I mean, that just creates 1. Arc Ritual, what are they going for? Boromir, oh my god. I struggled saying that. Okay. And then what's the other thing? They need something to deal with our flyers. Do they have it? Nope. All right. Well, that was a quick one. GG's. All right. Up against a Korvold. What could go wrong? Lots. Opening hand. All right. This is 3 lands, but nothing else great. I mean, Breach the Multiverse is amazing, but we're not getting into it anytime soon. So let's mulligan and see. Arena's been very stingy. And Lyra's back. With my mana base lately. I feel like I'm constantly stuck on like 2 lands for a lot of the games. And I cannot figure out why. I run 40. I run 40 in every single deck. But something about this one specifically says, we don't want you to have mana. You're up to no good. Ooh, Valentine. Well, we're getting our lands this time around at least. Let's go for the other tap land. Our only white source. And we can go for the Reformer. Gives us hexproof, which might prove useful. I'm not quite sure if that'll help us in this game. Honestly, it's more just for the flying vigilance and the life gain aspect of it. You have hexproof, which is kind of bonus. There we go. Here's some white mana. Alright, well. Send this down. Opponent holding up a response? Perhaps. Let's see if it survives. Well, at least we can't get hit by like a duress effect. So, that's good. I feel like they would have done it by now, though. Seems like the go-to turn 1 move. Alright, we got some good angels in hand. Maybe the plunder next turn. Then go for Lyra. Yeah, that's really good. Lifelink. Right, nope, the Reformer dies. Do they pay 2 to create a pest? That's not a good rate. Do they do it though? How bad do they want the future? They do go for it. Alright, well, you got a pest. Life is looking great. Alright, source of plowshares. Love to see it. Do we just save it for the Korvold? Probably. Yep. Enter. Oh, they're going straight to combat. Alright. We'll take 6. Down to 11. Did they miss a land drop? Maybe they did. Let's see. Whenever you cast a spell, add. That's so good. Right. Do we swords anything? Nah. Hey, Mana Tithe. That's also kind of good. So these we have to tap out for. So let's go here. Hold up that 1 white mana. So we can Mana Tithe. Or swords. I would take the Mana Tithe over the swords if possible for the Korvold. And if you cast a spell. So knowingly though, the Bergie's mana will pay for the 1. Signet. Okay. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Though, if we respond to the Bergie trigger. So if we, let's see, how does the ordering work? Make a spell. So if we go here, okay, good, it does work. Sweet. Like that. We are gonna die soon, but at least we prevented Korvold. Okay, that's pretty good. We will block as such. Down to 10. Come on, it's time to mount our triumphant comeback. And we're starting off not very strong. Summoner's Hand. Do we just go for the commander? Do we go for Giada? Let's go for Giada. Hold up the swords. I mean, we're just stalling at this point. Delaying the inevitable. Because Korvold is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then just go for Korvold again. Which we can swords it. Is probably the play. Going for the lands. They do go for Korvold. Okay. Stop there, just in case. And we'll hit you here. Resolve. Yep. You can't have that commander. They are at so much life. So the nice thing is the stack trigger still happens. Nice. Right, opponent swinging in. Perhaps. Maybe not. Nope, they don't. Alright. Come on, triumphant return. Cast a spell, Angel Human from your graveyard to the battlefield. We don't have any. So then let's go. Lyra? Yeah, let's go Lyra. Let's start gaining some life. Nice. Back to 13. I don't think they can go for Korvold again yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, if they pay land, they can actually. Ooh, will they though? They'd be tapped out, but they would have a Korvold. Are they doing it? Did they hit a land? They have to hit a land. Are they board wiping? Okay, Pitiless Carnage. Alright, what are they sacking? Creatures! Okay, interesting. I can respect it. That leaves them with 5 mana. Though, we are going to start nailing them in the air. They board wipe. We have the Bruna to bring back the Lyra. So if we do get another turn with our creatures, the commander is coming down like post haste. And then I think we're doing really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did they get removal? What did they get? Massacre Worm. Okay. That's fine. All good. We survived. That could have been very bad. Okay, I don't think the opponent hit the gas they were needing. We got this. I don't know yet. We're tapped out. I mean, they have 1 mana, but they're tapped out. How much damage do we have? 9 in the air. Oh, okay. Well, let's go for the commander. Let's swing for 9 in the air. Okay. We're tied. Oh my gosh. Look at it. We both have 22 life. What did they draw though? Board wipe? That returns an angel or human. You're a demon. You're a human. Ooh. I'm nervous. They need to have something. A board wipe, I think, will be fine. That's their like Hail Mary. Otherwise, I can't think of. Ooh, Diabolic Intent though. That's not good. What could they get? So now let's assume it's probably a board wipe, right? Or like a Torment of Hailfire, I guess. That would be kind of annoying. The worm is also out. Or creature your opponent control dies if they lose 2 life. Is it a board wipe? Well, they're moving to combat. Do we take the 6? I don't think we do. I think we're going to block with Giada. And then sack her in response. So we get a treasure, 3 blood, and lose 2 life. Okay. So we thwarted 6 damage to the face. So I'm going to play the card they tutored for. Surely. Alright, here it is. Toxic Deluge. So that is fine. We're gonna go you. Get a treasure, lose 2 life. And then do you again. Don't get a treasure. Get 1 blood. Whenever a creature in front of control dies, player loses 2 life. How many were? Yeah, that's fine. Resolve. So we need 3 mana. We have 10. So we are going to do this now. And actually discard the Liaza. We're going to fill that graveyard as best we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To inspire an Overseer, we're going to do it one more time. Let's get rid of the Overseer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have to stop. I think we still need a hit land though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Not a land. Do we? No, we can't do it anymore. Okay. You can't bring back Shilgengar, so we need a land. Yes, I know. Take our life. Okay. Please, 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 we need a land. Okay, cycling their land. Come on. No! The anguished unmaking. All right. So we need to wait out one more turn, unfortunately. Let's just send out the commander. Pass turn. Let's see if they know that we have the ability. Hopefully they forget about it. Maybe we should have, because now it's open to removal, which would be bad. So maybe we should not have gone for the commander. No, they're going for Korvold though. Okay. I think we can do the thing. Question is then, do we... I mean, we might as well do this now that we definitely have the mana. Say goodbye to the treasure. We'll discard you. Draw a card. Hey, there's our land. Let's go to their end step. Let's do it one more time. We want the most value for this recursion. Ooh, Emiria. And Inspire. Brain Saturate. Alright. Well, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Submit 6. And here come our friends. Alright, triggers. Draw a card, gain a life. Bitter Blossom. Okay. Let's go ahead and Anguish Unmaking Korvold. Maybe that's insult to injury. We will see. Yes! We did it! I can't believe we're doing the thing. Alright, well. GG's. Alright, let's talk some Shilgengar, Sire of Famine. This is a 5-mana 6/6 Elder Demon. It says, flying, sacrifice another creature, create a blood token. If you sacrifice an angel this way, you create a number of blood tokens equal to its toughness instead. Pay 3 mana of either black or white, sack 6 blood tokens, return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Those creatures are vampires in addition to their other types. In case you don't know, finality counter just means if they were to leave the battlefield with that counter on, they're gone. They're exiled, you can't recur them, anything like that. So let's get into this deck. As always, break things down. This time, I mean, obviously there's lots of angels. This is a very angel deck. See my last video, also kind of dabbling in angels with Kalia, but this one's a little more tuned in, a little more focused on that one creature type specifically. At least that's the way I built it. But before I get into the deck, I just wanted to like kind of have a nerd moment and talk about this creature, or this character is actually the originator of vampirism on Innistrad. So Shilgengar was the one who essentially gave Edgar Markov the ability to be a vampire and also make other humans vampires. So super cool, super flavorful. This was on my list from like day one of being spoiled. But anyways, let's talk about the deck. Again, broken down. This first category is just, this is the only real card that cares about blood specifically, so I thought it'd be just kind of a fun one to throw in. It essentially, once flipped, turns your bloods into 2/2 bats, which is kind of flavorful. I didn't get much play with it. I don't know if it's good or worth running, especially here, but you know, it's still fun. Since we can bring stuff back, we have a little bit of mill, though I will say once you get the blood tokens flowing, you're very easy. Like you can get a lot of creatures into your graveyard quite easy just with that, but it's always good to have a little bit of extra. This Ripples of Undeath from the new set. Adore it, run it. If you have any sort of mill or graveyard strategy, please, I implore you, you will be super happy with this card. It's always an overperformer for me. Angel of Suffering 2 is an angel, but also just like fills your graveyard very fast. Just be careful you're not dealing with like a Voja, because you will just mill out, like point blank. Moving on to the Reanimator package. Not a lot since our commander does do it, but I still wanted to have some. We all know Breach. I love this card. Bruna, though, another angel that brings back a different angel or human onto the battlefield. Lich Knight's Conquest. I thought this was a really good one. You can essentially turn your bloods into recursion pieces, so sack any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens. Return that many creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. It's kind of like a backup plan if maybe your commander gets destroyed and you can't go for that. Sire Paragon, we know. Angel, Love, Reanimate, Tekanuma, all the classics. I wanted to go for a bit of a life gain sub-theme in this deck, so this next couple categories are kind of just playing into that. What I'm trying to do with life gain and also what gains me life. So this first category is kind of things that just care about life gain in one way or another. Guide of Souls, which is kind of like the new Soul Sisters, which I'm running now instead of that, just because it has a little bit of extra value. That energy, this is an energy deck, but it's just nice to be able to maybe use that second ability when it becomes pertinent. Ocelot Pride, I adore this card. This is too many words for a 1-drop, but still happy to have it. Blood Artist, everyone knows. Angel of Vitality gives you more life. Heliod, which is a life gain staple. Inspiring Overseer just comes in, gains you 1 life, but still gains life. Metropolis Reformer, whenever it's dealt damage, gains life. Valkyrie, whenever an angel comes down, you gain life equal to its toughness. Resplendent Angel, whenever you gain a certain amount of life, you get more angels. Same with the book, same with the Valkyrie Harbinger, and then Vein Ripper, which is just a more potent Blood Artist. And also a Vampire, which is kind of fun flavor. This next category is just all angels that have lifelink. Champions of Tyr, Gisela. This technically doesn't have lifelink, but it gives something else lifelink, so I thought it counted. Eradicator Valkyrie, Baneslayer Angel, Boonbringer Valkyrie, Lyra Dawnbringer, and Liesa Forgotten Archangel. Also good too, maybe if you can't get your commander strategy to go, this can always help bring angels back to your hand if you do sack them. Next category is just kind of the rest of our angels. Youthful Valkyrie, Resplendent Marshal, Starnheim creates angels, so does Amiria's Call, Angelic Guardian, Requiem Angel, Adrenaline Vala, Archangel of Ties. It's really just whatever ones speak to you specifically. I just kind of picked out the ones I thought were the most pertinent to what I was trying to do and went with those. Next category is our mana accelerators. Note Giada is in this category, is a mana dork for angels, which is fantastic. Urza's Incubator, love that this is in the format, especially with all these high mana cost angels. Other than that, actually, Inspiring Statuary I want to talk about. This is a all-star of a card in any deck that's creating a lot of like kind of trinket style. So your like maps, your bloods, your foods, your clue tokens, essentially turns those all into mana rocks in a way. It's not like 1-for-1 exactly, but essentially it's turning them into mana. So highly recommend any deck that creates a lot of little like incidental artifacts. Our next category, this is our removal package. Again, it's pretty typical to what I run. I kind of have my favorites. I will note Rampage of the Valkyries. It's kind of a weird Grave Pact specifically for angels, but it comes in, it creates a body, so I thought that was pretty good. And then whenever an angel you control dies, each player sacks a creature. Grave Pact's better, but this was easier to cast mana-wise. You don't have all the pips. It creates a body, and it's also a little more flavorful. So I always try and go for that choice over just the inherently better one. Our last category, well, our second last category is our kind of protection. Shilgengar is a 5-mana creature that doesn't really start doing its thing until probably mid to late game. So you want to protect it. Plaza of Heroes, Final Showdown, Mana Tithe, Surge of Salvation, Boots are all things that I run in any commander deck that cares about having the commander out. Mana Tithe just continues to be stupidly fun card. And then I have Sephara, Sarah's Emissary, and Avacyn. These are all angels that also protect. Sephara gives flying creatures indestructible, so that is our commander, and all our other angels. Also has lifelink, I believe. Yes, so can go in multiple categories. Avacyn, we all know what Avacyn does, just makes everything indestructible. And then Sarah's Emissary, when enters, choose a card type. You and creatures you control have protection of the chosen card type. I will warn you, whatever card type you pick, the opponent is always going to have the answer in a different card form. So let's say you say creatures, they're going to have the instant. You say instant, they're going to have enchantment. That's just Murphy's Law, but still a great card and worth running. And then these last two cards, they don't really fit into other categories, but I still like them. I still think they're fun. Bitter Blossom's great just to get extra bodies because your commander still will sack other creatures and still create bloods. It's just the angels that you get a lot of bloods for. And then Bolas the Citadel. I mean, it's a life gain deck. I want somebody to spend my life on, but also the sack 10 non-land permanents is quite easy, especially once you get all those bloods going. So this is a definite win con in a deck like this. But anyways, mana value, pretty typical. That's the package. I hope you enjoyed the video. I was able to do like a lot, like way more than I did in testing, which seems to be Murphy's Law at this point. Anytime I go to record, things go great. I'm not complaining. If you have any recommendations for this deck or any thoughts on it in general, or you want to talk about lore, please, let's talk about lore. Let me know in the comments. But other than that, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.